Everything begins with the imagination. Everything that you now call real was once a thought, an image, a vision, an unseen reality clothed in belief. What you see as money, wealth, and abundance was first conceived in the unseen, born in the mind of one who dared to assume its reality before a single dollar ever touched their hand. The world teaches you to look outside, to strive, to toil, to measure, to earn by sweat and suffering. But I tell you this, money is not earned in the world. It is summoned. It is not chased. It is attracted by inner certainty. To manifest huge sums of money in 2 days or less, you must become utterly indifferent to appearances. Appearances are lies. What you see in your bank account, what you owe, what you fear, all of it is yesterday's creation. It is the echo of old thoughts, old beliefs, and dead assumptions, and no echo can define your present unless you allow it. If you wish to manifest rapidly, you must live as if you have already received, not in theory, not in vague hope, but in the vivid, living inner act of having received what you desire. You are not waiting on money. Money is waiting on you. It is waiting for you to assume its presence so fully, so unquestioningly, that it has no choice but to rush into your world. Do not speak of lack. Do not whisper of need. Even in the silence of your thoughts, banish the language of desperation. The universe does not respond to needs. It responds to beliefs. 2 days is not too short. Time is no barrier to the creative power within you. If you think time is needed, then time will expand and delay your manifestation. If you think money must come slowly, then you've given permission for it to crawl. But if you dare to believe that the miraculous is natural and the impossible is common, then you will see what others call a miracle become your everyday experience. Close your eyes and begin now. Do not wait. Do not question how. Simply enter the scene that implies the money is already yours. It matters not whether it comes as a gift, a contract, a windfall, or a check in the mail. The form is irrelevant. The feeling is everything. See yourself holding the money. Feel its texture. Smell the crisp scent of new bills. Hear the gratitude in the voices of others congratulating you. Let the moment be real. Let it be now. You do not need to repeat this scene 1,000 times. You do not need to struggle to make it happen. Once is enough if the act is done in full belief. Repeat it only to deepen the experience, not to beg the universe. For the universe does not respond to begging. It responds to faith. You are the operant power. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are not at the mercy of economics or opportunity. Money is your servant. It comes to those who know who they are. And who are you? You are the image and likeness of the divine, limitless, creative, and eternal. When you accept this fully, the laws of the world will bend to your inner word. Stop asking when it will happen. That question is a thief. It steals your faith and replaces it with doubt. It places your desire in the future and keeps it from the present. Money is yours now, or it is never. So live as if it is now. Walk as if it is now. Think, spend, speak, breathe, and move as one who already has it. Your subconscious mind does not know the difference between imagination and reality. What you feed it, it accepts. And what it accepts, it expresses. Feed it the end, feed it the result, feed it the wealth, tell it, I have received. Let every word you say be saturated with the tone of ownership. Some may say, but I need to pay rent in 2 days. I cannot pretend. And I say, the pretending is the power. It is not foolish, it is divine. When a child imagines, it creates with purity, and that purity moves mountains. Your fear is the only thing slowing your miracle. Cast it out. Replace it with certainty. There is no power outside of your consciousness. What you hold within will shape your world without. So do not wait for evidence. Be the evidence. Do not ask the mirror to smile first. Smile, and the reflection will follow. So it is with your life. Believe now, and life will echo it back. Many try to force manifestation by action. They run, they call, they work themselves to the bone, but it is not force that brings wealth, it is alignment. When your inner world is aligned with your desire, the outer world will deliver it. Do not confuse motion with creation. True creation is still, silent, certain. Feel the feeling of financial freedom, not just in words, but in your bones. Imagine waking up and knowing that more money than you need is already in your account, that you are free, that all needs are met, that you owe no one, that you can give generously, that you can rest deeply, that you are provided for. Feel the joy of seeing the payment clear, the check arrive, the alert buzz on your phone. Let it thrill you, let it excite you, not tomorrow. Now, bring that moment into this moment. And hold it, treasure it. Rehearse it like a great actor stepping into their most powerful role, and then let it go. Do not cling, do not check constantly. Do not undo the miracle with worry. The seed is planted. Trust the soil, trust the process. The harvest is sure if the planting was true. Gratitude is your fertilizer. Be thankful now. Give thanks not for what is coming, but for what already is. Speak it aloud. I am thankful the money has arrived. Let that be your song. Let that be your declaration. Some may say, but I don't know anyone who has done this. And I say, your experience is not limited by what others have done. You are not here to repeat the past. You are here to write a new one. What others call rare, you can call normal. What others call unbelievable, you can call inevitable. Never say, I can't afford that. Instead say, that is mine in divine timing. Never say, I'm broke. Say, I am learning to summon wealth. Never say, I hope it comes. Say, it has come, and I rejoice. The words you speak become flesh. The thoughts you think become forms. The emotions you dwell in become the environment in which you live. Choose them with care. Be disciplined in your inner world, for it is the workshop of creation. Money is not hard to manifest. It is only hard if you think it is. Remove that lie. Replace it with this truth. Money is the easiest thing to summon because I am one with infinite supply. That is not arrogance. That is alignment. Do not place limits on how the money must come. Do not demand it come from a job or a person or a lottery ticket. That is not your concern. Your concern is only the end result. The form is flexible. The source is infinite. Let the universe surprise you, and if doubt creeps in, smile and say, that is the old me, I no longer live there. Then return again to the state of the wish fulfilled, dwell in it. Sleep in it, speak from it, act from it. This is not magic. It is law, invisible law, immutable law. You are not hoping. You are invoking. You are not wishing. You are creating. It is done unto you as you believe. So believe rightly, believe joyfully, believe with the innocence of a child and the authority of a king. In 2 days or less you will see it, if you live in the end, if you make your dwelling place the reality of already having received. If you refuse to negotiate with doubt and instead feast on the certainty of your inner world, and when it arrives, and it will, do not be surprised. Give thanks, celebrate, but know this: it did not come from outside. It came from within. You called it and it answered. You assumed it and it obeyed, and now you know the secret. Use it again, not just for money, but for anything: health, love, freedom, peace. The principle is the same. Live in the end, assume it's done, rest in the joy of the fulfilled desire. You are the key. You are the doorway. You are the light that brings the unseen into sight. Every single dollar that has ever come into your life came because you permitted it, because you allowed it, either consciously or unconsciously. and every dollar that is missing is only absent because you have unknowingly shut the door. But the door is yours to open. It is not locked. It is not guarded. It swings on the hinges of your imagination and your faith. The moment you open it, fully, not timidly, you will feel the flood rush in. Do not say, "But what if it doesn't work for me?" That question reveals the true blockage. You still believe there is something outside of you with the power to deny you. There is not. There never was. The only law in this universe is consciousness. If you accept something inwardly, the outer world will reflect it. If you reject it inwardly, even while praying, begging, or hoping, the outer world cannot deliver it. Take 2 days and do not waver. For 2 days, walk in complete and total inner knowing that the money is yours. Become so saturated with the feeling of abundance that lack cannot breathe in your atmosphere. Shut your spiritual eyes to everything that contradicts your wish. If the bills come, thank them, for they are the shadows being chased away. If someone questions your belief, smile, for they are only the echo of your old self. This is the great secret. The moment you truly feel yourself to be wealthy, you become it. Not when you see the evidence, but when you feel the truth. The world is always late. It is slow to catch up to the speed of thought. But it will catch up. It must. It is bound by law to reflect your dominant state. Money is not hard. You have been taught that it is. You have been taught that it takes time, education, struggle, credentials. But none of these are laws. They are traditions. Traditions are not truth. They are habits, and habits can be broken, replaced, rewritten. The new habit is this: wealth is my nature, prosperity is my identity, and riches are drawn to me because I am the embodiment of supply. Walk through your home as if every corner contains a secret treasure. Look at your wallet and smile at it, knowing it is swelling with the proof of your belief. Look at your phone and expect good news. Treat every email as a potential doorway, not with anxiety, but with cheerful certainty. Let your entire being become a magnetic field of wealth. You cannot serve 2 masters. You cannot believe in abundance while speaking of lack. You cannot declare prosperity while fearing expenses. Choose this day whom you will serve. If you serve the truth, that all wealth begins within, then you will be free. If you serve appearances, you will be bound. But the choice is yours, and it always has been. The greatest power you possess is the ability to revise. You can revise your past, rewrite your present, and reshape your future by the assumption you hold in this very moment. If you have felt unworthy of money, revise that feeling. Say to yourself, "I have always been a magnet for abundance." Even if yesterday you were drowning in doubt, let today speak a new word. Every desire is a seed. The moment you desire large sums of money, it means they already exist in potential for you. You would not feel the desire if the thing were not real. Desire is God knocking. Desire is the future calling. Your job is not to worry, not to struggle, but to say yes to accept the invisible and let it unfold into the visible. How would you act if the money were already in your hands? Would you smile more? Would you walk taller? Would you breathe easier? Then do that now. Don't wait. Your behavior must reflect your belief. When you align your feelings with your desire, manifestation becomes inevitable. Even the language you use must shift. No longer say, "I am trying." No longer say, "I hope." Say, "I already have. It is done. It is mine." Speak from the end. Declare from the place of answered prayer. When you speak as one who has, the world will rearrange itself to match your word. Spend the next 2 days in an inner feast. Feast on images of wealth. Feast on the feeling of being completely provided for. Feast on the quiet joy of knowing you lack nothing. Feast on the energy of being chosen for increase. Let that feeling become your dominant state. The world will begin to yield. Money will appear, perhaps in unexpected forms, from people you did not anticipate, from channels you never imagined. But it must appear, because the world has no choice but to reflect the one who dares to believe in what they cannot yet see. And even if nothing appears in your outer world in those 2 days, know this: something has changed. The shift has begun, the foundations have cracked, the new is coming forth. Hold your state, refuse to break the mood. What you desire is now seeking you. You are no longer hoping, you are receiving. The mind that lives in the wish fulfilled does not question. It does not panic, it does not beg, it simply knows, and knowing is the highest form of faith. It is the door through which miracles walk. When you know you are wealthy, wealth will prove itself to you. You may ask, what should I do during the day? And the answer is simple. Do what feels natural to the person who already has the money. If it feels natural to plan a purchase, do it. If it feels natural to rest, do it. If it feels natural to give, do it. The inner act comes first. The outer acts will follow. Even sleep is a tool. As you drift off, let your last thought be, I am so thankful for the money I received today. Let your final feeling be one of fullness, not longing. Sleep as if it is already yours. That state will carry into your dreams, and your dreams will pour into your waking life. You may feel tempted to make something happen, but that is the old self rising up. The new self knows, I do not need to force. I only need to feel. I do not chase. I attract. I do not plead. I declare. And as you do this, the world will rise to meet you. Some will call it coincidence. Some will say it was luck. But you will know the truth. It was your assumption, clothed in flesh. It was your belief made visible. It was your decision to live in the end that drew the end into now. There are no small desires. There are no big manifestations. The power that creates a penny is the same that creates millions. The scale is meaningless to the infinite. You are the one giving it size. So why not ask for more? Why not allow the door to swing wide? The key is not force, but surrender. Surrender to the truth that you are already one with what you seek. Surrender to the unseen. Surrender to the flow. Let go of the how. Let go of the timing. Let go of the form. Your job is to declare the end. Life's job is to fill in the path. The mind will ask questions. Where is it coming from? What if it doesn't happen? What if I'm disappointed? Answer with silence. Do not argue with doubt. Ignore it like a barking dog on the side of the road. Stay focused. Stay faithful. Stay in the feeling. Repeat the scene as often as needed, not to convince the universe, but to convince yourself. The repetition is not for the world's benefit. It is for yours, to make the new state familiar, to make the assumption automatic. And when you feel yourself slipping into old thoughts, stop, breathe, return. One thought of lack cannot undo you unless you dwell in it. Just return, again and again. Return to the state of the wish fulfilled. Return to the knowing. Return to the end. And when the money comes, whether in 2 days, 1 day, or 5 minutes, do not say, this is too good to be true. Say instead, of course, this is normal now. This is how it works. This is who I am. Normalize your miracle. Let it be the new standard. You are not here to survive. You are here to thrive. You are not here to scrape by. You are here to overflow. You are not here to hope and wish. You are here to know and command. This is not arrogance. It is divine remembrance. You are remembering what you forgot, that you are the operant power, the creator of states, the revealer of form. You are the cause, not the effect. For 2 days walk in this truth. Act as if the money is already present. Rehearse the gratitude, embody the peace, sleep in the end, feast on the feeling, and the world will have no choice but to mirror you. You do not need permission. You do not need proof, you only need decision. Decide now, claim now, assume now, and rest. The world bends not to those who wait, but to those who assume. The universe is not moved by desperation. It responds to certainty. When you declare with quiet confidence that the money is already yours, everything begins to organize around that inner command. It may not look like anything is happening, but beneath the surface, forces are being summoned, people are being influenced, doors are beginning to creak open. You may not hear it yet, but the footsteps of your answered desire are drawing near. This is why you must not be moved by appearances. Appearances are echoes of past assumptions. They are not the present truth. If lack appears before you, know it is simply the old story playing its final scene. Do not re-identify with it. You have moved on. You are now living in the new script, the one where you are the one who receives, the one who is blessed, the one who finds unexpected sums arriving with ease. Hold that role. Do not step out of character, not even for a second. You are not being tested. There is no judgment. There is only reflection. The world is reflecting what you are, not what you want, but what you are. So be the version of you that already has the money. Be the person who does not wonder if it will arrive, but who plans what to do with it. Be the one who carries themselves with ease and confidence, not because of what is in the bank, but because of what is in their spirit. There is no need to share your vision. There is no need to convince anyone. Let your manifestation speak for itself. Let the results become your testimony. Speak to your soul, not to the crowd. Speak to the source within you that knows no limitation. Speak to that place where all things are possible and already done. When you align with that inner knowing, nothing can be denied you. And remember, if it feels like you're pretending, good. That is the beginning. Pretending is the path to believing, and believing is the doorway to becoming. Keep pretending until it feels natural. Keep imagining until it becomes memory. Keep declaring until the world bows to your word. That is how it works. That is how it's always worked. And that is how the money will come to you, inevitably, undeniably, and soon. So now, having received the truth, stand firm in it. Let no fear, no doubt, no old story pull you back into limitation. You are not waiting for the money. It is already yours. You are not hoping for a miracle. You are the miracle in motion. Walk as one who knows. Feel as one who already has. Speak as one whose word carries power. For in these next moments, hours, and days, life will rise up to meet the image you have dared to hold. The unseen will become seen. The invisible will take form. And you will know by experience that you are the master of your reality, and that abundance is not a visitor, but your eternal and rightful companion. You stand today at the very doorway of your dreams, yet you wonder why they remain distant, untouched, elusive. How is it that some people seem to have the life they desire unfold effortlessly before them, while others struggle endlessly, seeing nothing change? The answer is found not in the world without, but in the unseen world within. What you truly want is already present, but it is waiting for you to claim it from the realm of imagination. Your outer world is but a reflection of the inner state you have assumed. Let me share with you a truth that can change your life forever. The secret to manifesting what you want lies in your ability to live in the end. To live in the end means to see yourself now as the person who already has what you desire, to feel it, to be absorbed in the experience of that fulfilled state, and to hold it steady in your imagination until the outer world must reflect it back to you. You are not trying to create something new out of nothing. Rather, you are awakening to what has always existed in the infinite possibilities of your own consciousness. The world around you is merely the stage upon which your inner assumptions play out. Your job is to become the conscious creator of your own reality by mastering the art of assumption. Many make the mistake of desiring something, and then trying to force its arrival through sheer will or external effort. They pray, they hope, they strive, but they never rest in the feeling that their desire is already theirs. This is the fundamental error. The universe does not respond to longing, but to certainty. It is not the clamoring of want, but the quiet, unwavering knowing that commands the invisible forces to arrange themselves in your favor. Begin by choosing a desire. Choose one that truly moves your heart, one that feels alive within you. Now close your eyes and enter a state of relaxation. Let the outside world fade away. Picture yourself in a scene that implies your desire is fulfilled. See it, hear it, taste it, smell it. Make it as vivid as possible. But here is the key. Do not simply observe it with your mind, but immerse yourself in the feeling of it. What does it feel like to have it? Peace, joy, freedom, love. Let that feeling flood your entire being. Feel it as if it were a fact, not a wish. When you awaken your senses and emotions to this inner scene, you are planting a seed in your subconscious mind, the fertile soil of all creation. The subconscious does not question. It accepts whatever you impress upon it. It cannot distinguish between what is real and what is imagined with feeling. It acts only on the impression you leave upon it. You must persist in this feeling state, especially in those quiet moments before sleep or upon waking. These are the times when your mind is most receptive. As you drift off to sleep, let the final image and feeling be that of your desire fulfilled. This will imprint it deeply into your subconscious, which will then begin to work relentlessly to bring it into your outer experience. Doubt and disbelief are your greatest enemies. They are the shadows that obscure the light of your assumption. When doubt arises, as it surely will recognize it as a sign that you have momentarily slipped from the state of the wish fulfilled. Return to your inner theater and re-enter the scene. Refuse to entertain thoughts of lack or delay. Keep your attention fixed upon the end result. Be the master of your own imagination, and refuse to allow it to be dragged into the world of appearances. Understand this. Your external circumstances may remain unchanged for a time, but this does not mean your manifestation has failed. The outer world is always slower to move than the inner world. Your first job is to change your inner world, to transform your beliefs and feelings. The external world will follow. When your inner world matches the state of the fulfilled desire, the outer world will be compelled to conform. It is also essential to let go of any attachment to how your desire will manifest. Your imagination is the blueprint, but the universe is the architect. Trust that the perfect means and timing will be revealed in ways beyond your understanding. When you grasp tightly to a particular method or timeline, you limit the infinite possibilities of manifestation. Your faith must be flexible and open, confident in the ultimate result, but free in its unfolding. Your imagination is the creative force behind everything you see, everything you experience. It is God within you, the power that formed the stars and shaped the earth. To imagine with feeling is to command that power. The phrase, as within, so without, is the law you live by. The world you behold is a mirror reflecting your inner conversations. What you entertain in your mind with passion and conviction becomes your reality. To manifest what you want, you must live in the assumption that it is already yours, that your desire is no longer a possibility, but a certainty. This is not mere positive thinking. It is a state of being. It is a knowing that comes from the deepest part of your being, a settled conviction that cannot be shaken. When you practice this, you will notice a shift. Opportunities will appear, people will come into your life who help you, circumstances will rearrange themselves. This is the invisible working of your inner assumption made real in the physical world. When you act from this place of fulfillment, you align yourself with the flow of life, and manifestation becomes effortless. Remember, you are not waiting for your desire to come from outside. You are awakening to the truth that it is already within you. You are awakening to your own creative power. Your imagination is the seed, your feeling is the water, and your faith is the sunlight. Together, they bring forth the harvest of your dreams. Practice this daily. Return again and again to your inner scene of fulfillment. Nourish it with emotion, protect it from doubt, and live in the quiet assurance that what you want is already yours. The moment you accept this as true, you will begin to see evidence in the world around you. Manifestation is not a struggle, but a joyful unfolding. It is the natural expression of the creative power within you. To manifest what you want is to align your consciousness with the infinite source from which all things arise. It is to become the deliberate creator of your own life. In your mind, live as though your desire has been granted. Walk, talk, and feel as the person who has already received it. This is the secret. This is the key. This is how the invisible becomes visible, how the dream becomes reality. Certainly, I will continue in the same style, expanding deeply on the principles, practical advice, and spiritual insights related to manifesting what you really want. This continuation will build on the foundational ideas and delve into nuances, common challenges, and advanced understanding, all while keeping the tone immersive and reflective of that timeless teaching style. Now, let us consider how you hold yourself between waking and sleeping. This time, often overlooked, is the fertile ground where your deepest assumptions take root. It is here, in the quiet twilight of consciousness, that you have the power to impress your subconscious mind with the scene of your fulfilled desire. Before sleep, the mind is most pliable, most open to suggestion. In this vulnerable state, you must gently but persistently guide yourself into the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Do not let your last thoughts drift to worries or doubts. Instead, create a mental movie, short and vivid, where you see yourself already living your desire. Hear the sounds, see the colors, feel the textures. Most importantly, feel the emotions that come with having what you want. If it is financial abundance, feel the relief, the freedom, the joy. If it is love, feel the warmth, the connection, the deep satisfaction. This emotional charge is the signal that powers the creative process within you. You will find that, as you persist, your nights become filled with dreams aligned to your desire, and your days begin to offer subtle clues and synchronicities. These are not mere coincidences, but confirmations from the unseen realm that your inner assumption is taking form. Trust these signs. They are the universe's way of saying you are on the right path. Another essential truth to understand is that you are not a passive observer, but an active participant in your creation. Your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, these are the tools of creation. To manifest effectively, you must master the art of assumption, which means choosing the inner state that corresponds to your desire and dwelling in it consistently. This requires discipline and self-awareness. You must become a watchful guardian over your inner conversations. What do you say to yourself when you are alone? What images do you entertain in your mind during moments of idleness? If you want to change your outer world, you must first change these inner dialogues. Replace thoughts of limitation with thoughts of possibility. Replace feelings of lack with feelings of abundance. Many people fall into the trap of believing their circumstances are fixed and unchangeable. They allow past disappointments, fears, and social conditioning to dictate their beliefs. But understand this: your past does not determine your future unless you allow it to. Every moment is a new opportunity to choose a different assumption. You can rewrite the story of your life by changing the assumptions you live by. When you find yourself doubting or slipping into old patterns, do not despair. Gently but firmly bring your attention back to the scene of the fulfilled desire. Do this again and again until it becomes natural, until you feel the truth of it in your bones. Your subconscious mind is patient and receptive. It will accept the new assumption and begin to rearrange your reality accordingly. It is important to realize that the law of manifestation does not operate on time as we understand it. It operates beyond time. You may find that your desire manifests quickly, or it may take time, but neither outcome should shake your faith. Time is simply the measure of change in the physical world. Your job is to maintain the inner state until the outer world catches up. Your faith is the bridge between the invisible and the visible. It is not blind faith, but a knowing faith born from experience and inner conviction. This faith is expressed in your feeling, the feeling of the wish fulfilled, which acts like a magnetic force drawing your desire into your life. To deepen this faith, you must also detach from the outcome. This may seem paradoxical, but it is a necessary step. When you cling to the desire with desperation or anxiety, you create resistance. This resistance blocks the flow of manifestation. Instead, hold your vision gently, confidently, and then release it to the infinite wisdom of life. Let go of the how and when. Trust that your desire will come in the perfect way, at the perfect time, and through the perfect channels. When you do this, you free your imagination to work creatively without limitation. Consider the power of gratitude. Gratitude is the acknowledgement of the already present good in your life. When you cultivate a grateful heart, you align yourself with abundance rather than lack. Gratitude amplifies the feeling of fulfillment and opens the door for more blessings to enter your experience. Before you go to sleep each night, after you have imagined the scene of your desire fulfilled, express genuine gratitude as if it has already been given. Thank the unseen forces, thank the universe, thank yourself for receiving what you want. This act of thanksgiving completes the cycle of manifestation by affirming your belief and opening the channels for manifestation. Many who seek to manifest struggle with impatience. They want immediate results and feel discouraged when things do not change overnight. Yet manifestation is not a race, it is a process of alignment. You are aligning your inner world to match your desire until there is no contradiction left between your thoughts, feelings, and outer reality. Imagine a seed planted in the earth. It does not sprout immediately. It must be watered, nourished, and given time to grow unseen beneath the surface. So too must your desire be nurtured in your consciousness until it bursts forth into the physical realm. Patience is not passive waiting. It is an active state of trust and confidence. It is knowing that what you want is already yours, even though you do not yet see it with your physical eyes. This knowledge steadies your heart and mind and allows you to live your life fully in the meantime. You may ask, what if my desire seems impossible? What if it contradicts my current reality or what others tell me is possible? Here is the liberating truth. Your imagination is the gateway to all possibility. It is not limited by current circumstances, social conditioning, or past experiences. It is the divine faculty that connects you to infinite potential. Do not be limited by the opinion of others or your own doubts. If your desire feels alive and true to you, it is a reflection of your own inner truth. Honor it, cherish it, Feed it with your imagination and feeling. The universe delights in surprising you and exceeding your expectations. You are a being of infinite creativity. Within you lies the power to bring forth entire worlds. Your imagination is the spark that ignites the flame of manifestation. When you hold a clear mental picture combined with deep emotional conviction, you are literally creating your own reality. Practice this imagining with care. Avoid imagining what you do not want. The subconscious mind does not discern between positive and negative images. It accepts all impressions with equal faithfulness. If you dwell on fear, lack, or failure, you will draw those experiences into your life. This is why it is crucial to guard your thoughts and focus only on what you want. Imagine yourself as a sculptor, shaping your life with each thought and feeling. What masterpiece will you create? Will you carve out a vision of success, love, health, and happiness? Or will you leave your sculpture unfinished, marred by doubts and fears? Each day is an opportunity to practice this art. In moments of quiet, retreat into your inner sanctuary and replay the scene of your fulfilled desire. Feel it, believe it, and live it. Let it become the fabric of your being. This is how you align with your true self, the divine creator within. You might wonder how to integrate this practice into your busy life. It is simpler than you think. Even a few moments a day dedicated to focused imagining and feeling can transform your entire trajectory. The key is consistency. Like any muscle, your creative faculty grows stronger with regular exercise. Begin your day with this practice. Before you rise, imagine the day unfolding exactly as you desire. Feel the success, the happiness, the peace. Carry this feeling with you as you move through your day. When challenges arise, remind yourself of your inner assumption and return to it mentally as often as needed. Use the power of affirmation as well. Affirmations are concise statements that reinforce your chosen assumption. They serve as reminders to your subconscious mind of the reality you wish to inhabit. Choose affirmations that resonate deeply with you, such as "I am worthy of my desires," "I live in abundance," or "My dreams are manifesting now." Repeat them with feeling, especially during quiet moments. Another powerful technique is to use symbolic objects or rituals to anchor your assumption. This could be a piece of jewelry, a written statement, or a quiet ritual that you perform daily. These anchors help to remind you of your inner state and keep you focused on the end you seek. Do not forget to observe and celebrate every small sign of progress. Manifestation often begins with subtle shifts, a new idea, a helpful conversation, a sudden insight. These are the footprints of your desire making its way into your life. Acknowledge them with joy and gratitude, for they confirm your creative power. You may also find it helpful to surround yourself with inspirations that support your vision, books, music, art, or people who uplift and encourage your belief. Your environment affects your consciousness. Fill it with elements that reinforce your assumption of the fulfilled desire. Now, consider the question of resistance. Resistance arises from disbelief, fear, or conflicting desires. It creates blocks that delay manifestation. To dissolve resistance, you must become aware of its presence and gently replace it with the feeling of faith and certainty. This is done not by force, but by graceful persistence in the inner assumption. When negative thoughts or fears appear, do not engage or argue with them. Simply observe, then turn your attention back to the desired scene. The power lies in your ability to control your focus. What you focus on grows stronger. Choose wisely. Understand that your feelings are the language of your subconscious mind. If you want to manifest peace, joy, abundance, or love, cultivate those feelings within. Your emotions are the bridge between thought and reality. The more intense and genuine the feeling, the more powerful the manifestation. You are not merely imagining for fantasy's sake. You are connecting with the deepest truth of your being, that you are a creator, a divine presence expressing itself through form. To manifest what you want is to realize your birthright and fulfill your purpose on this earth. Many people are unaware of this creative power and live as if at the mercy of external forces. But now you know the secret. Your imagination and feelings shape your world. When you claim this knowledge and apply it, you rise above limitation and step into your true identity. You may ask, what about the desires of others? Can you manifest for others? The answer is subtle. You can inspire influence and create conditions favorable for others through your inner state, but you cannot control their will. The law of manifestation respects free will. Your highest power is to live in the state of love, compassion, and joy, which naturally attracts others and creates harmony. Manifestation is not only about material gain, but about alignment with your highest good. Sometimes what you desire may change as you grow and evolve. Be open to this transformation. Trust that the universe always gives you what you truly need, even if it differs from your initial wish. In this unfolding journey, remember to nurture patience, persistence, and faith. These qualities form the foundation of every successful manifestation. They allow you to remain steady amidst apparent delays or obstacles. As you practice living in the end, you will find your consciousness expanding. You will begin to see the interconnectedness of all things and realize that your desires are not separate from the well-being of the whole. Manifesting what you want becomes an act of harmony, a dance with the divine flow. Keep your imagination vibrant and alive. Do not dull it with skepticism or fatigue. Treat it as the sacred tool it is, the key to unlocking your destiny. Your inner world is the seedbed of all creation, and your sustained feeling of the wish fulfilled is the sunlight and water that bring it forth. Manifestation is an art and a science. It is both mystical and practical. It requires a balance of imagination, feeling, faith, and action. Action here does not mean frantic doing, but inspired doing aligned with your inner conviction. When opportunities arise, take them boldly, confident in the knowledge that you are supported by invisible forces. In closing, let this truth echo in your heart. To manifest what you really want, you must become that which you desire. Live as though it is already so. Feel it deeply, believe it unwaveringly, and watch as the world transforms to match your inner reality. You are the dreamer, the visionary, the creator. Your imagination is the gateway, your feeling is the power, and your faith is the bridge. Manifestation is your birthright. Claim it now, live it fully, and let the magic of creation unfold in your life. As you deepen your practice, you will notice that the quality of your imagination directly influences the speed and clarity of your manifestation. A vivid, detailed scene charged with genuine emotion is like a beacon in the invisible realm, signaling to all of existence the reality you choose to inhabit. Do not settle for vague or half-hearted imagining. Bring every sense alive. Hear the laughter, feel the warmth, see the beauty, taste the sweetness, and smell the freshness. When you engage all your senses, your subconscious mind receives a complete, undeniable message of your desire's fulfillment. Remember, imagination is not an escape from reality, but the very essence of creative power. The outer world is a mirror reflecting back the images and feelings you hold most persistently. If you desire transformation, do not look outward for proof or evidence. Instead, turn inward and cultivate the inner conviction that your desire already exists. This inner conviction changes your entire being, radiating an invisible frequency that attracts corresponding circumstances. You may find moments when your imagination feels weak or your belief falters. This is natural. We live in a world that constantly challenges the power of faith with physical evidence to the contrary. When these moments come, gently redirect your attention back to your inner theater. Do not fight or resist the doubt, for resistance feeds the very thing you oppose. Instead, acknowledge it briefly and then shift your focus to a new scene, stronger and more compelling. It is also helpful to recognize that every thought and feeling you emit is a creative force. Your mental environment is your workshop. Are you crafting images of joy, success, and love, or are you unconsciously dwelling on fear, failure, and lack? Awareness is the first step to mastery. Observe your habitual thoughts and feelings as a neutral witness and choose to release those that do not serve your highest good. In time, you will develop an intuitive sense of what to imagine and how to feel. Your inner guidance will lead you to scenes that resonate with your true desires and highest purpose. Trust this guidance. It is the voice of your higher self, the divine spark within you that knows your deepest needs better than your conscious mind. Manifestation is not a distant goal but a living process. It invites you to become a conscious participant in the ongoing creation of your life. Each moment offers a choice: to imagine limitation or possibility, to feel despair or hope, to assume lack or abundance. When you choose wisely, you align yourself with the infinite power within. As you practice, notice the subtle shifts in your daily experience, the ease of decisions, the flow of opportunities, the presence of helpful people. These are the signs that your inner world is taking precedence over the outer. The invisible becomes visible, the imagined becomes real. In the end, manifesting what you really want is about awakening to your true identity as a creator. It is about reclaiming the power that has always been yours. When you live fully in the end, sustained by feeling and faith, you are no longer a victim of circumstance, but a master of your destiny. The world bows to your assumption, and your desires find their way effortlessly into your life. To conclude, remember that the power to manifest what you truly desire lies within you, anchored in your imagination, emotions, and unwavering faith. By consistently living in the feeling of your wish fulfilled, nurturing vivid mental scenes, and gently releasing doubt and resistance, you align yourself with the creative forces of the universe. Manifestation is not about struggle or external circumstances, but about the inner state you cultivate. As you embrace this truth and embody your desires from within, you step into your rightful role as the architect of your reality. Trust the process, be patient, and remain faithful, for what you imagine and feel with conviction will inevitably shape the world you experience. Your dreams are already yours. Live as if they are, and watch as life unfolds in magnificent ways beyond your imagination.